Hello everyone. Today I, Anushri Pandey from the Department of Buddhist Studies of University of Delhi will be discussing with you all on module number 11 of paper number 12 Philosophy of Buddhism 1. This module deals with the introduction of Abhidhamma philosophy. From this module, we will understand about the Abhidhamma, the meaning of Dharma, the types of Dharma, that is pure Dharma, impure Dharma, and also the two types of Nirodha, Pratisankhya Nirodha and Apratisankhya Nirodha. So let's begin. As we know, that Buddhism was started by Lord Buddha around 6th century BC. After the death of the Buddha, also known as Mahaparinirvana, his teachings were written down into 3 different baskets. These 3 baskets are known as Tripitaka. The first is Vinaya Pitaka, the second is Sukta Pitaka, and the third is Abhidhamma Pitaka. The first Pitaka, which is known as Vinaya Pitaka, deals with the rules and regulation made for the Buddhist monks and nuns. There are around 227 rules for monks and 311 for nuns. Next comes the Sukta Pitaka. The Sukta Pitaka deals with the words spoken by the master, that is, the words spoken by Buddha himself. The third basket is known as Abhidharma. This basket is the collection of philosophical doctrines of Buddhism. This Pitaka was written few years after the first 2 Pitaka, that is Vinaya Pitaka and Sukta Pitaka. Abhidharma Pitaka is the huge collection of Buddhist theories and doctrines, which are very nicely and systematically arranged. Abhidharma is the highest teaching or the ultimate teaching of Buddha, which focuses mainly on Dharma. Dharma in Buddhism is the ultimate, it is the absolute, it is equivalent to Nirvana. This Dharma, according to Buddha, is the ultimate, whereas all the other things in this world is relative, conditional, and non-permanent. Abhidharma consists of 7 treatises. This massive treatise covers the wide range of philosophical theories which is found in Buddhism. They also include various kinds of investigation method like analytic method, synthetic method, and many more. These 7 treatises are: number 1, Dhamma Sangani. This section deals with the categorization of Dharma. This book also deals with the topic of consciousness and matter. The next treatise is known as Vibhaga. Vibhaga, as we know, means division. So this section deals with the division. There are 18 divisions in this section, which are generally related towards the aggregate, sense sphere, elements, truth, controlling faculties, factors of wisdom, absorption, and many more. The third treatise is known as Dhatu Katha, which means discussion with the reference of element. This book deals with Dhamma, either included or excluded. The next comes is Pugala Pannati. This book deals with the various types of individual. This is divided into 10 chapters. The first chapter deals with the single individual, the second with pair of individual, the third with group of 3 individual, and so on it goes till 10. The next treatise is known as Kathavathu. Kathavathu means the point of controversy. This book generally deals with the great work of various people like Mogliputra Tissa Thera, who flourished during the reign of King Dhammashoka. This book also consists of various controversies which took place during that time. Next book is known as Yamaka. This book is also known as the Book of Pair. In this book, there are question and with converse are found together. Now, the next and the final book or the treatise in the Abhidharma is known as Patthana. This Patthana is also known as the treatise of causal relation. This is the most important part of Abhidharma, which also the massive treatise amongst the all. So, these were the treatise which is found in Abhidharma. Now, let us discuss what is exactly this Abhidharma is. The word Abhidharma means a perfect or flawless pragyana. That is, it is perfect and it does not have any kind of imperfection or any kinds of flaws in it. This pragyana makes discrimination or distinction between dharmas. It is because dharmas are found in mixed form. It is just like different colors, different types of flowers decorated in a bouquet. Similarly, dharmas of different kinds are combined together. So, with the help of pragyana, we are able to make distinction between dharma, whether it is pure dharma, impure, conditioned, or whatsoever. So, with the help of pragyana, we are able to identify the exact nature of dharma. Pragyana is pure. This pragyana exists side by the 5 skandhas or the 5 aggregates, which are also present in Abhidharma. Abhidharma teaches the pure consciousness which tells us the difference between the natures of all the things. As well as it also teaches that psychological moment which is sensation are produced and with the help of consciousness. Abhidharma also teaches consciousness which is pure, with the help of which we are able to differentiate between the natures of all things. It also teaches the psychological moments in which sensations are produced with the help of this consciousness. So, the meaning of dharma also covers the area of impure dharma. Therefore, the meaning of Abhidharma also covers the area of impure dharma. This impure dharma is the outcome or the result of the audition, reflection, contemplation of that which is possessed by the attendants of it. The dharma in Abhidharma holds its own character and stands face to face with real and absolute or ultimate, which is also nirvana. Or in other words, we can also say that dharma face the truth, the real nature of the thing. The word Abhidharma generally identifies each and every pragyana which becomes the source of helping in order to possess Abhidharma in its true sense. Abhidharma is also known as Abhidharma because it helps one acquiring the pragyana, that is pure pragyana. This pure pragyana is also the carrier of Abhidharma in its absolute sense. Abhidharma is mainly derived from the word dharma. A dharma is that which carries or bears the real nature, also known as swalakshana. In the Abhidharma, dharma is the supreme thing which is to be identified and to be understood. This supreme or ultimate dharma is also known as nirvana. It is because it is considered the characteristics which includes both general as well as special characters of the dharma. Now, let us discuss what is the reason behind the teaching of Abhidharma. The one and the only way of extinguishing or finishing the strong emotion, passion in this world is the correct discernment of dharma. It is because of these strong emotions our world is still spinning in the vast ocean of suffering and transmigration. Therefore, discernment of dharma is very important. Taking this viewpoint in mind, Lord Buddha decided to teach Abhidharma. According to Buddha, extinguishing of our strong emotion, desire or passion is very important because these strong emotions are the cause of the suffering and the misery in this world. And if they are not stopped, our world will continue to suffer. Therefore, there is no other way of finishing this emotion other than the correct discernment of the dharma. Because of this reason only, Buddha spoke the Abhidharma. It is very important for each and every disciple to study Abhidharma because this helps them to have the correct perception of dharma. Because of this correct perception only, they will be able to identify the dharmas correctly and will be able to do the right discernment of dharma. Without the teaching of Abhidharma, this will not be possible. Now, what are these dharmas of the Abhidharma? Dharma in Abhidharma or in general Buddhism is a very important concept. This dharma is divided into two kinds, pure dharma and impure dharma. So first let's discuss about the pure dharma. Pure dharma are the path of truth, which also consist of three unconditional things. These three unconditional things are space, in Sanskrit known as Akash, and two types of Nirodha. The first is Prati Sankhya Nirodha and the other is Aprati Sankhya Nirodha. The Pratisankhya Nirodha is also known as extinction due to knowledge, and Apratisankhya Nirodha is also known as extinction without knowledge. These three unconditional things never stick with any kinds of sin or impurities. Therefore, these three unconditional dharma and the path of truth is known as pure dharma. Now let us first discuss about what are exactly these three unconditional things are. The first is space. According to Sarvastivada school, space or Akash is limitless. It is beyond any explanation. It is free from any kind of distinction and does not create any kind of hindrance. Therefore, there is a freedom of any kind of movement. Any object or anything can move very freely in the space. The space is vast and it is limitless. Next unconditional thing is known as Pratisankhya Nirodha. The disjunction from impure dharma with the help of knowledge is known as Pratisankhya Nirodha. The term Pratisankhya Nirodha is made up of two words, Pratisankhya and Nirodha. Pratisankhya means transcendental knowledge and term Nirodha means cessation or the sense of separation. Therefore, together the word Pratisankhya Nirodha means that knowledge which is gained with the help of perfect knowledge. Further, the Pratisankhya is the supreme. It is the highest and the noblest of all things. The third and the last unconditional thing is Apratisankhya Nirodha. Apratisankhya Nirodha is also known as extinction without knowledge. The word Apratisankhya has a as a negative suffix to Pratisankhya, which points towards the sense of absence. So, it means the complete extinction from the birth of dharma. This extinction is different from detachment. This is because it means complete elimination of birth of future dharma, which is obtained not by means of knowledge. It is because these dharma also becomes the cause of insufficiency. For example, the sense organs and the mental organs that are present in our body are only capable of perceiving that thing which is completely visible in front of us. They cannot perceive something which is not present to us. After this, let's discuss about the impure dharma. Impure dharma are those conditioned dharma which excludes the path. All conditioned dharma are impure dharma because they are in relationship with defilement or impurities. They are in this relationship with impurities because such impurities are present inside the dharma. They grow inside them and also they take support inside the dharma. This relationship is not because of its association of such impurities with mind or mental state. Therefore, impure dharma are that conditioned dharma which excludes the path and have relationship with impurities. Now, what are these conditioned dharma? The conditioned dharma are the collection of the matters. They are collection of mental construction and also the collection of discernment. These dharma are said to be conditioned because they are brought into the existence by reason and gets combined simultaneously and form in unity. The conditioned dharma are the path, the periods, the past, the present and the future. They are also known as Savavastu ka. I repeat, Savastu ka, which means that thing which has a cause. So, every conditioned dharma is dependent upon a cause. According to Vaibhashika school, conditioned dharma have a variety of synonyms, which all means hetu or cause. After the conditioned dharma comes the very conditioned dharma. The very conditioned dharma are of two types: pure conditioned dharma and impure conditioned dharma. The pure conditioned dharma are simply skandhas. They are not upadana skandhas. Whereas the impure dharma or impure conditioned dharma are the upadana skandhas and not merely skandhas. The very conditioned dharmas are of two types: the pure conditioned dharma and the impure conditioned dharma. The pure conditioned dharma are simply skandhas and not upadana skandhas, whereas impure dharma or impure conditioned dharma are both upadana skandhas and skandhas. The term upadana means strong emotion, which is also known as passion or desire. Therefore, impure conditioned dharma is also known as upadana skandhas, that is dharma which are possessed with sinful flow. They are endowed with corrupt and polluted force. They are also the cause of suffering which is found in this world and also the continuous cause of becoming. So, this was the basic introduction about the Abhidharma philosophy. Now, let us revise what we have discussed today. Firstly, we discussed about the Abhidharma. Abhidharma is said to be the highest teaching or the ultimate teaching of Buddha. This consists of 7 treatises which deals with the philosophical doctrines and also covers each and every theory very minutely. Abhidharma literally means a perfect or a flawless pragyana. This perfect and flawless pragyana does not have any kind of imperfection in it. This word pragyana helps to make distinction or discrimination between dharmas. It is because dharmas are found in mixed form. Just like I have explained before, that dharmas are compared with the different flowers of different nature, of different colors, decorated beautifully in a bouquet. Similarly, different dharmas of different nature are found together. It can be pure, impure, or even conditioned. Therefore, pragyana helps in identifying the exact nature of the Dharma. Abhidharma teaches that which is pure consciousness, which tells the difference in the nature of all things. It also teaches psychological movement in which sensations are produced with the help of consciousness. Abhidharma is known as Abhidharma because it helps one in acquiring the pure pragyana. This pure pragyana is also the carrier of the Abhidharma in the absolute sense. It is very important for each and every disciple to study Abhidharma because with the help of this teaching one have a correct perception of Dharma. Therefore, without the teaching of Abhidharma, disciple won't be able to have a correct perception of Dharma, and further they won't be able to do the correct discernment of the Dharmas. The discernment of Dharmas is very important because this is the only way of finishing or extinguishing the strong emotions and passion which is the cause of the suffering in this world. The concept of dharma is very important in Abhidharma. It is also very important in entire Buddhism. These dharma are found in two kinds, pure dharma and impure dharma. As I've said before, that pure dharma are the path of truth, which also consist of three unconditional things. These three unconditional things are first, Akash, also known as space, and the rest two are the two kinds of Nirodha. The first is Pratisankhya Nirodha, which is known as extinction due to knowledge, and second is Apratisankhya Nirodha, which means extinction without knowledge. Pure dharma consists of these three unconditional things. Now comes impure dharma. Impure dharma, in other words, are the conditioned dharma which excludes the path. All conditioned dharmas are impure because they have relationship with impurities. This relationship is not because of their relation with mental state or mind. It is because these impurities are found in dharma itself. They grow in this and they also find support in the dharma. The conditioned dharma are those dharma which has a cause. So every conditioned dharma is dependent upon a cause. It also has two types, pure conditioned dharmas and impure conditioned dharmas. The pure conditioned dharmas are only skandhas, whereas impure conditioned dharma are both skandhas and upadana skandhas. The word upadana skandhas means strong emotion, which is also the cause of suffering in this world. So, because of its relationship with this emotion, passion, it is called impure. So, this was all about the basic introduction of Abhidhamma philosophy. That's all. Thank you.